Hey kids, today we're looking at FoxTail. It is a indie point-and-click adventure game featuring cute furry foxes and is coming out today here March 1st, 2018. By Gingertip Game Studios, this game won a number of indie prizes at the GTP Indie Cup in 2017. And we're just going to take a quick look at the first 15 or so minutes of gameplay of this cute little point-and-click adventure game. Now, I was given code for this, and I did play through the first little section, so I'm not bumbling about, but we'll get going on this real quick. So it does have a number of options. General, sound, all that fun stuff. And it has difficulty as well. So you can have custom profiles, or, easy, normal, hard, hardcore, custom, which, cursor normal doesn't change when moving over active zones, changes shape to indicate active zones, object cursor choices, active zone choices. So you can just kind of hit spacebar and be like, oh, what's available? So let's just start a new game. Here we are rolling into Foxtown. And here we are. Cute little fox lady. Maybe she forgot about my arrival. You can hit space. It used to be a ticket office. Remember Dad buying tickets here. An old sign. So here we are. You have the edge of the screen of your movement. I mean, this is a point-and-click game. You literally play it with your mouse. Houses' roofs are made of reed. It's an extremely obsolete technology. Letter from Grandma. The hard part of the journey is behind me. I just have to reach Grandma's place. It's really simple, and the resolution this game plays in is very small. It actually only requires like a Pentium 2. So technically you could run this on a computer from the heyday of point-and-click adventure games. So let's not mess with the bees and continue right. To Grandma's house we go. Yay, made it! I got a newspaper! Grandma's roses, and Grandma's house. Not thirsty yet. Let's go say hi to Grandma. And Grandma's an old Finnick. Grandma, here I am. Yay, Grandma hugs. Look how much you've grown. You've turned into a real beauty. Not a slight resemblance to that wolf cub you used to be. But, Grams, I've never been a wolf cub. Oh, but look who you've been. But have you been? Blah, whatever. It's under fire ray. You weren't named Leah for nothing. You're our sunbeam. Aw, Grams. Doing hunger after your trip. I made a pie, your favorite. Let's have some tea and you'll tell me everything. Get a tea jar out of the hutch. So many candies! Yoink. A yellow candy. Oh. I already have candies of each color. And now I have a slice of pie. Let's just loot Grandma's house. I got a teacup. And a book. And a jar. Jar is absolutely empty. Say medicine for Grandma. I won't pick it up yet. I don't need it right now. Oh, the jar's empty, Grams. Do you have any more tea or coffee? Oh my, this is an oversight. Oh well, do you think you could run and get some from old Korsak? He's an expert in gathering herbs and making tea blends. Remember his den under the oak? I was terrified to go there. Don't be ridiculous. He's not scary at all. That's what you think. Do you remember the way? You were just a little fox back then. Of course I do. Well, what are you waiting for then? Run quick before the pie gets cold. Yeah, I've already stolen a slice of pie, Grandma. Leah, Sunbeam, wait a minute before you go. I've got something for you. Now, where have I put it? Aha, here! Grandpa's left this key for you. He asked me to give it to you when you came. Did he mention what the key was for? No, he didn't, but I believe you'll figure it out. Fine, I'll have a look around the workshop. Thanks, Grams. Well, I'll be on my way then. Be back soon. Alright, Fox Girl, let's go this way. Boy, this axe is really stuck to the log. Oh, it's like in my childhood, my favorite workshop. The mechanism looks incomplete. It's a puzzle. Grandpa's tools. Looks like something's missing. Foxkind has always dreamt of flight. Jars and bottles empty and useless. An old radio. Grandpa's always repairing it. It was in vain. Well. Hey, a knife. Huh, Grandpa's left his diary for me. I wonder why. Anyways, that's nice of him. Bunch of junk under the table. A lantern. Too bad it's empty and has no wick. A tin can. Just loot everything we can. So, zip back this way. Ooh, the ooky spooky root cellar. I'm not going there. Smart girl. Into the woods. Korsak, the old fox. Raspberries. I don't recall this burrow being there. Built this ladder ages ago. It leads to a magical world. Hopefully time was kind to the fabled kingdom we had been building up there. When you hear that noise, it's a new journal page. The nest. I climbed up into the nest today. That was what we used to call our old oak tree house back in childhood. I remember Grandpa taking me home from there whenever my friends and I stayed until dark and I was afraid to go alone. He would come to the oak with his lantern and call us by hooting like an owl. And then we'd walk back together, see my friends to their homes, and soon be home ourselves. Childhood. This curtain used to be snow white. It's shaded us from the bright morning sun. To store small toys in this hollow. Some of them got lost. Down we go. There used to be fish in this swamp. Grandpa used to troll them. Fish like shiny things. There's no chance to get lost on your way to find him. Hey, it's locked. How do I get inside? In short, I came to Korsak's for tea, but he's refusing to let me in. The door won't open. It's locked from the inside. I have no idea how to smoke this old fox out of his den. I never thought the tea trip would turn out this tricky. Not strong enough to slip off this burdock leaf. Oh, look at that, blueberries. All the items. Well, good thing I've got a knife. Whoa, such an enormous leaf. I will smoke the old fox out. Ha! Excellent. A little smoke won't hurt him. Ugh! The chimney must have gotten clogged with leaves again. I'll have to unclog it later. Oh well, I'll leave the door open to air the din. Good thing he talks to himself. Upon reflection, I did find a solution. The burdock plant next to Korsak's den proved rather useful. I cut its leaf off with my knife and covered the chimney with it. The result was immediate. The door opened and the man himself emerged from a cloud of thick white smoke. This is exactly how I pictured the appearance of the local herbalist. Life turned out to be far more prosaic. He opened the door, mumbled something, and failed to notice me. Now I'll ask him to give me some tea at last. Good morning. My name's Lee. My grandma Fenya sent me to get some tea from you. Come a bit closer, child. I can't hear you. My name's Leah. My grandma sent me... Nope, still can't hear a thing. Louder, please. Oh, come on. My name's Leah. My grandma Fenya. Can't hear a word you're saying. Oh well, hope springs eternal. Marvelous. How am I supposed to tell them what I need? It's been a little while since I've come a little on the deaf side. At least the mice don't bother me anymore. I can't hear them scratching all night long. You must have come to see the old herbalist and his den? No, actually, Old Korsak has something useful for everyone. Healing herbs, magical roots, dried worms, grasshopper legs. That's creepy. And love potions for young foxes. Thanks, I can manage without them. So what do I do with them? Thanks for the blueberry. That's one pretty jar. Why is it empty, though? It looks like a tea jar. Maybe you'd like some pickled moss? I've made it as recently as yesterday. I just need some tea. Offer you some candy? How about some pie? Thanks for the pie. Here, take this perfume oil. Oh, why thank you. Fueled oil lamp with no wick. How on earth do I explain to him what I need? Smells great. Hey, no need to touch my potions. You don't want those anyway. Don't mind me, just looking. If you're interested in buying anything, just ask me. Healing herbs, magical roots, dried worms, grasshopper legs. He doesn't actually say anything. Okay. So where did I see something that might serve as a wick? Oh, look at that. Is anyone there? Hello, anyone? Hello, my name's Leah. How do you do? Say, how long have you been living here? I don't remember this burrow from before. This used to be our house. I mean, the nest on the tree. Huh? Goodbye. Maybe I'll come back later. Such a nice interlocutor. So, I need tea, though. Ouch, the coals are still hot. There. Now I have a full-fledged working lantern. Now I can visit the most hidden and dark corners. Okay. Teacup. 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 Tin can. Tea jar. Snail jerky. No. Oh, how to explain to him that... Some onion skin with garlic sauce. Keeps mosquitoes and unwanted guests away. Some hand-picked heads of well-read ants, maybe? It's good for your memory. Grey cat whiskers. Antonite blindness goggles. Thistlebanyan brooms. Cheers you up and opens your pores. Old man, I need tea. Tea. Oh. Oh, you're Fenya's granddaughter. Then you must have come to get some tea. Too bad I don't have any. I ran out of it. Now I have to go and gather some. But my legs aren't what they used to be. Truth to tell, I don't even know what to do. Oh, cool. No tea for us then. What if you pick up herbs for your tea on your own, and I'll tell you which ones you'll have to find. If only you had a choice, but I guess I don't have any. Raspberries? Got a ton of raspberries in the woods. Oh, I've seen some raspberries on my way here. But you get in trouble with catswort. It's so popular that little remains. You shouldn't have any other ado with the other two herbs. But I don't know what kind of herbs there are those. How am I supposed to find them? Well, I have work to do. Come back when you find everything. Perfect. Can't even hear me. Yellow press. I'm not subscribed to this stuff. Thank you, dear. I have my books to read. Korsak. If only it was all this simple. But it was just the beginning. Turns out that the old fox is deaf. I can't begin to imagine a way to explain to him what I need. I can't reach him by shouting, but I must convey to him the reason I came, or I'm not getting any tea. How he manages to sell all his potions and grasshopper legs when he's deaf as a stone is beyond me. I have to say, his den is just as spooky as it was back in my childhood. I was able to do it after all. I had to explain who I was to get some tea, and then it all turned out he was all out of tea, and now I have to gather it myself. Korsak told me which herbs I need, but I have no idea what they look like. I need to find raspberries, some catswort, some goose flower, some tutsan, and someone who knows their herbs. Questioning Korsak any further is pointless. I have a feeling this won't be easy. So we at least have our lit lantern, so we can go down to the cellar. We traipse our way across the idyllic forest. Oh no, the raspberries are all gone. My throat is dry. Bucket of fresh water will do. Oh no! Ah, cool. Smartless. Now someone has to fix it. And I think I know who's that someone. I'm still thirsty though. This bench is moist from the morning dew. I'd rather not sit on a moist bench. Sorry, Grandma's clothesline. No? Alright, well, let's go into the cellar. There you go. Now it's almost not terrifying in here. Some potatoes and beets in buckets. A hammer. Onions? Why is there so much? Lots of beets. Grandma's always been stocking up on canned foods for the winter. Carrot bins. I'll take one. Potato storage. Where do I find all this? What if it works anyway? Oh. Dead now. Great. That's without a doubt a useless box of lumps. Time to use a hammer. Let me see. Such a great radio. Made to work forever. Not that great after all. Had enough. Let's see, what do we have here? I got a magnet. I'll never sort out all this mess. So let's go say hi to Grandma real quick. Her ancient cottage. Grandma! Yes, sweetheart? I miss Grandpa so much. Years have passed, but it still seems like yesterday we were crafting things in his shed. True, you would spend days there, making ships and planes, and then trying them out in the swamp, launching them from the nest. Was Grandpa friends with Korsak? Yes, they've been friends since their youth. They studied together. They would often go hiking after class, always on a quest. And then Korsak was cooped up in his den. He immersed himself in herbalism research. Your grandma went to visit him some time, but he usually returned in a bad mood. Graham, Korsak has run out of tea, but he's told me which herbs to gather. The problem is, I don't know what they look like or where to find them. Well, I happen to have a book about herbalism in my nightstand. Why don't you look there? Really? Thanks. Zoop. Is there a light switch? Brief guide to medicinal herbs. Just what I needed. Goose flower. Since ancient times used in traditional medicine as warming remedy, got its second name, honey bloom, thanks to its incredibly powerful sweet scent. Although that's not descriptive of goose flower's taste, when brewed it gives a sour, tart flavor, so one has to be very careful when adding it to a tea blend. It is white inflorescence with 4 petals. Goose flower can be poisonous to herbivores if applied in large amounts. Looks like I've already read that book. I even filled it up a little. Have you found the book? Yes, Grams, thanks. Sweet, sweet smell, white flowers. This is definitely honey bloom. Alas, the bees run away. They're completely wild, and there's so many of them. I was wandering around the woods gathering herbs for tea when I stumbled upon honey bloom. I could feel its sweet scent from 30 feet away. Naturally, I wasn't the only one attracted by it. Wild bees had built a hive right next to the plant and were now working hard keeping me away from the cherished flower. I had to distract them somehow, but I've never dealt with bees before. Bees. Let's see, do I have anything to distract? I will throw the hammer at it. No. I will threaten them with a knife. No. Throw a carrot at it? I have candies. No. I'm a strange fox with candy. Oh, right. And then we'll go up here. Where does the magnet go? Magnet go down the hole. Huh, would you look at that? Part of some mechanism in the shape of a fox's head. Could I have learned from the book what herbs I should look for? Even flower stems. This little guy's not a very picky eater. Let's see. No, can't put water in the tin can. There's literally nothing else. Do you want a carrot, old man? Nope, can't roast a carrot. Now that I have that fox symbol, I can go back to the workshop. Now we zip. Oh. A couple empty screens. Now we go over here. Sadly, this axe is embedded in a tree. I wonder what could go in there. Alright. I actually had to puzzle this out. Made notes. And then... Ah, I screwed it up. There we go. One. Have to rotate it just right. Here's two. Yay! Have to do it just right. It's a horn. Whoa, what a library. Young grandpa, and I think it's Korsak. They used to be friends indeed. That's an odd place. A castle or a fortress somewhere near a mountain. Never heard of it. A beauty from the past. A plane grandpa used to pilot. Best records of all time. Including Pink Floyd. A beautiful horn with 3 holes. The question is, can I distract the bees with a horn? And this is about as far as I got in the initial run. So I'm kind of not sure where I need to go next. But that's the thing about point and clicks. You gotta figure it all out. But it's a neat little game and can be run on pretty much anything, on any monitor size. Okay, so I can't grab the lantern. No path that way. Another slice of pie. Nothing in Grandma's room. They had back outside. I will offer pie to the bees. I ate the pie. No. So if I could maybe fill the tin with water and then put the candy in it to make syrup to get the bees? No, I can go this way. See the room and burned furniture through the window. One eerie sight. Oh! What the hell are you doing? You think you're a black cat you can do anything? Well, then sit here by yourself. So here's a cat mint, and here's a cat. How unexpected, how original. Well, you're not gonna scratch me, are you? Really? Fire just about everything in this house. Dang it. So now I have to figure out how to drive out a cat. We'll throw the tin can at the cat. Maybe. Threaten the cat with the knife. No? Well, shoot. Play the cat the song of my people. And his paws are huge. So this is similar to traditional other point-and-click games where you can totally just like, yo, you have a food item in your inventory? Well, you ate the garlic? Sorry, you can't beat the game. If I can get the cat to attack the bees... Hey, Grandma, hope there's an infinite number of slices in this pie. Let's talk to her, see if she has anything to... The burnt house. I never asked you before. Do you know what used to own that burnt house at the edge of the village? Korsak used to live there, didn't you know? He moved to his den for good after that fire. Ah, geranium. No one's making you smell it, you know. Ah, these games are so obtuse. I will admit, I sometimes don't have the brain power for it. But this has been the first little bit of FoxTail. It's a point-and-click adventure game that is furry. And it looks really cool. I just need to spend some more time with it to figure it out. But I've run through basically all the stuff that I figured out to make a video to basically show off a little bit of the early game. I'll make sure to have a link to the game in the description below. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.